right, this is how it is, real life. It is dark and we are looking for a camping spot. I don't know where we're going to end up here. We might end up in a parking lot for the night. We'll see. Oh, that was another vehicle. We just beat them in. We got about 5 more choices here to check out. We'll see where we end up. Good morning, everybody. Overnight we had somebody pull up next to us. We are in a parking lot for a little clear up in the St. Regis canoe area. We got a gentleman over there tailgating, making his breakfast. Messy camper. We got a complete zero on getting a campground. There was no camping spots. I don't think we're gonna have anybody move out today, so we're gonna get on the bike trail. We're gonna have some coffee. I'm gonna make some coffee here in a minute, and then we're gonna get on the bike trail. We're gonna do some biking and hopefully take some really nice pictures, hoping for some nice color on the leaves and stuff. And then we gotta reassess what our evening plan is gonna be for where we're gonna camp tonight. Being in the parking lot, we really couldn't have a fire, so that's one thing that we like to do. So yeah, we use this little gas stove for heating up things, rainy days. It works out well. Other than that, we do most of our cooking outside. I got this little coffee grinder. We're gonna have some fresh ground coffee. I love this thing. There we go. It's almost coffee time. Oh, see the steam? That is good morning, world. Oh. All right, we've biked maybe, I don't know, 8 or 9 miles, and we are at the Floodwood Pond camping parking area. Saw reports where people had done all 50 miles of this. This part of the section of the trail is closed. It's not, I mean, I guess we could probably do it if we want, but it's not completed. So some hardy people must have just went on and gotten into Tupper Lake. It's another about 8 miles to Tupper Lake. And again, there's an outpost here, an old outpost. And we got a lot of people circling around. A lot of people out here today. I didn't really roll a lot of video on the way down. We're just kind of like enjoying the ride, but we'll stop and take some pictures and video on the way back. There's the trail. All right, we are on the Saranac to Tupper Lake Trail. It's not complete yet. We can only go down about 10 miles. Look how lovely this trail is. Here comes Jim. And there he goes. This trail is beautiful. It's awesome. We're having a great day. Temperatures are fantastic. This is what the trail looks like. Awesome day. It's going to be 79 degrees. We have some leaves turning. This is very well done. All right, we have ourselves a little situation today. We have what you call a half a campsite. So there's a really nice campsite back in here. We've stayed in there before. However, we're a little bit concerned about getting in here. I stepped in this and went down about 4 or 5 inches. So we are going to put some logs and different things. We're emptying this hole out and we're going to fill it in a little bit. And yeah, if we're lucky, we will get in and out without a big problem. Yeah. I'm a pessimist. Jim's more the we can do it. We'll see how this goes. We do have rescue ramps in case we do get stuck. So, I mean, it's not a huge deal. It just wasn't on my list of stuff to do today. So we'll see how this progresses. All right, the moment of truth has arrived. We found some stone and we put some extra dirt and we found some like half trees and we put them in this rut. I'll be honest, I'm not uber excited about this adventure part. We'll see what happens here. Getting in is one thing, getting out's another too. I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna be prepared to get out of the way here because he's gonna come like a bat out of hell. There it is. And just like that, not a problem. Woo-hoo. All right, well, we made it through the mud. I think we'll be able to get out okay. We'll see. And we did all of that work for this nice, beautiful camp spot back here. We stayed back in this spot, maybe about 6 years ago. It was late October, I believe, and woke up to like 3 or 4 inches of snow on the tent and the ground. But we're not going to have problems with temperatures, so we got a nice little pond here to enjoy. And we heard a couple of loons. I don't think there's that many around, but we did hear a few. We're going to set up camp, and it's time to just chill for a little while. Early evening, we got a little fire going. We got muddy shoes, so we're just trying to get them dried off and get the mud off of them. They're like brand new. I didn't really anticipate getting them muddy, but stuff happens. And here we have our view for the evening. Jim's working on a little bit of firewood. And we got the generator going tonight. This is a beautiful campsite here. So yeah, look at that. We have some lights going for the evening. A couple videos ago, we introduced the generator. Probably one of the best investments, camp-wise, things that I've ever bought. I mean, this thing makes barely any noise. I don't know, it maybe takes 2 gallons of gas, maybe not even that. I put a couple dollars worth in it, filled it up. I've used it probably 3 or 4 times this summer. But this thing is fantastic. So we're going to be cooking dinner off of that too. We got our little electric hot place. We're going to do some dinner. We just have early evening in the campground. Another nice weekend. And we will be finishing up the rest of the remainder of the bike trail tomorrow. We're going to go from this section, which is by Little Clear Pond, down to Saranac and back, which would be probably about 20 miles. We didn't go as far as I wanted to today. Again, I thought the trail was close to being completely done, so we only went about 7.5 and back and stopped at like Floodwood Pond camping area. Floodwood is big, so I can't really tell you exactly on the map where I was until I study it out a little bit. Yeah, here we are. Another beautiful weekend. And it is, I think it's the last day of summer, actually, today as well. It's September 20th, I do believe. All right, we're into Saturday night, and we're having a little bit of dinner. We got the fire going. We got some sunset going. It's beautiful here. Kind of a different dinner. We are trying to avoid any sort of additives in our food, which basically means that you really don't eat too much. But we do have bacon. When there's camping, there's bacon. I don't care what's in bacon, we're eating bacon. But the rest of our meal is a little bit of zucchini and some cabbage. And yeah, we can put some little salt and pepper and hot spice on there. So that's dinner tonight. And we're just going to chill for the rest of the evening. And we'll pick up tomorrow. Everybody have a good evening. Thank you. Good morning, everybody. We're at Sunday morning, and we are going to be having our breakfast here. The usual, we have our camping taters, bacon. Our table's a mess. I apologize for that. We've had our second round of coffee because that's just how it is this morning. We actually did have a little treat too. I made some homemade sauerkraut, which basically had onions, cabbage, and cauliflower, and that is very good. Some people don't like it. We enjoy it, so we had a little pre-breakfast snack. And we're just gonna kind of like look over here at the water real quick. And we're setting up for another wonderful day on the bike path. And unfortunately, we do have to go home later, but we'll deal with that when it's time. So, yeah, it's a beautiful day. Hopefully everybody else is out having fun. And we'll check in and do some pictures on the other side of the bike path. And we'll do a bike path update at the end of the video. I'm gonna try this puddle one more time. I hear a train coming round the bend. Here we go. Not a problem. I've seen a lot of things riding a bike, but this is a new one. Look at these little guys. Huh, somebody's getting a little ride in the woods. We got Lake Clear over here, which we'll take some more pictures on the way back. Beautiful pictures. And then someone found a sign, something about beer tasting over here. So we might be taking a little side trip on the way back. Then we got some sort of establishment here. Sleigh rides, great camp dining, some sort of seasonal entertainment here. Looks like your typical post and beam Adirondack construction. It's a beautiful building. Well, hello everybody. We are finishing up today's last open section on the Lake Placid to Tupper Lake Rail Trail. We're on the causeway across the back side of Lake Colby, and we got these people are coming from Saranac, and this way takes you to Tupper Lake. This is kind of cool. They've got this very well done. They've got these little, I don't know what you want to call them, little kiosk visitor little thingies or whatever you want to call them. You can kind of pull off and enjoy the water views. Around that corner is the main part of Saranac Lake. The hotel's over there. You can't see it from here, but you can a little bit further down. Not as much color as I anticipated, but the weather's been beautiful. So right in Saranac Lake, they've got like a little food truck or whatever to get a little snack. So we stopped and had ourselves a little snack. We fueled up, and now we got about, I don't know, 10 or so miles heading back into the woods and get back to Little Clear, and then we will have completed the entire section so far from Lake Placid to Floodwood. Just a beautiful day. There are a lot of people out here, which is great. You know, more towards the main intersections. Like I said, we're down by Saranac, and there's a lot of people on the trail here. Once you get out in the middle, there's not too many people, but yeah, look at that beautifulness. And just like that, it is Sunday afternoon. We stopped off at a little swimming hole after riding our bikes and cooled off a little bit. And now it's time to head home. We got about a 3-hour trek home. And it's kind of weird when you transition from, like, you know, being in your office situation Friday night to being in the woods later on. and vice versa. You've been outside all weekend and then you turn around and you get up on Monday and then you're back into your office situation. But somehow we managed to make the transition just fine. So another second in a row beautiful weekend. Weather coming up during the week this week, we have some rain. Not sure what the next weekend's going to look like. It's a little too far out to kind of get excited about the weather, good, bad, or indifferent. Here we go. We'll be on the highway in a little while, heading home.